Welcome to Chandrakala. This is the movement practice that we're going to do for the new moon in Gemini. I hope that you have a safe and sacred space created for you. You can find a place to lie down or sit upright and create some space for movement. And before we begin, I would like to share about the intention of this gathering and the intention for Chandrakala Collective. Late in 2017, I had this intuitive feeling that I wanted to create a space and a community for people all over the world to come together, to heal and take responsibility for all our experiences, to transform them with each other's support so we can fill our own cups, do our inner work, and then go out into the world and serve. To use art and circle work and astrology and understanding of nature, balance our masculine and feminine energies, and create healthy, fulfilling relationships around us so that we can create this vision that we have for the new earth. So we can connect with ourselves, with each other and the divine, and be conscious creators for the future of this planet, of the universe. And this format that I came up with this time is quite different from how we usually do it, and I hope that you enjoy it. And we're going to begin with a meditation where we're going to be using sound. It is originally a Tibetan Buddhist practice. We're going to work with the sacral chakra because the reading this time was about relationships. And our sacral chakra is the energy center in our body, which is right below the navel. It's the second chakra. It's also called the Hara or the Swadhisthana chakra. And it is the seat of our emotions. The element associated with it is the water element. And it is the place where our creative energy starts to flow. It is also our pleasure center. And if this is open, then we're able to experience pleasure. We're able to be present in our senses and allow ourselves to experience deep joy. It is also the place where we hold all the memories and energies that we've received and given when it comes to our one-on-one relationships. Right from our childhood up until now, our relationship with our friends, our family, our partners, our teachers, all this energy gets stored here, and it's really important to be aware of this center and to cleanse it regularly. This is also where our sexual energy is, because the hormones connected to it are our sexual organs, and it's connected to our womb space as well if you're a woman. And it's really important to be connected to it, because when this is open and flowing in a healthy way, we're able to experience deep vitality and pleasure and presence. And to open this up, this is a Tibetan Buddhist practice that Peter Levine, who's the founder of somatic therapy, he's taken this activity and made it a somatic therapy exercise by adding a few elements. So I'm just going to guide you through it. And the root mantra for this chakra is Va. Va. And we're going to keep our palms on this place, like 2 fingers below your navel, your lower abdomen region. We're just going to hold that area and gently give loving energy to that spot and just tune into it. Is there anything coming up? What are you feeling in that space? Allow your breath to lead you. Taking a deep breath in and out. And with each breath going deeper and deeper into what is in that space. What is your sacral chakra trying to tell you? Can you feel your creative life force energy pulsating? Each breath going deeper and deeper, relaxing your entire body and bringing all your focus to this region. And now we're going to slowly take a deep breath, and as we exhale, we're going to make a woo sound. So we're going to use the root mantra va and make the sound woo, woo. And while doing that, we can imagine ourselves releasing all the energies here that don't serve us anymore, that we'd like to let go of, and just to rebalance this energy. And through our hands, imagining that we're sending love, peace, and healing to this space. Whenever you're ready, taking a deep breath in. One more time. Let's take a deep breath in. Feel free to let your body and your intuition guide you when it comes to the volume or the pitch that you want to use. I'm just going to flow with myself, and you can go however you're being led. Let's do it 3 more times. The last time. Just staying with this space, being in your body, still being connected with your palms, being present to anything that's coming up, and just allowing this energy to feel safe, to communicate with you, to open through the process that we're going to go into, to allow the process of releasing and integration while we go into the movement and journaling and art. Just letting your sacral chakra know that it's safe, and that you're with it, and that you're protected. After taking a few breaths, with love. And slowly open your eyes. Now we're going to go into the movement practice. But before that, I would like to share some guidelines and notes with you, just to prepare you. So, the flow of it is going to be with us starting by invoking the energy of Chamundipada and asking for protection and guidance, and invoking her energy in our body. And then we're going to move into a song that helps us anchor into the energies of trust and surrender, that we are accepting that we're both light and darkness, and opening our energy to that, to allowing and trusting that on the other side of feeling all the emotions that we're about to enter is truth and light. And then we go into our first emotion, which will be the heaviness that comes along with being stuck and helpless and carrying the weight of the world, the energy of the cards that came after that, of the Lover's card and of suppression. And then we'll move into the feeling of anger, frustration and angst and irritation and disconnection from the world, and almost like, the anger we feel just looking at where the world is right now and all the inequalities. And after we experience that catharsis, we'll move back into finding the light within, and then connecting with people around us and communicating about it with compassion and feeling that support and connection with the community and ourselves, and then the divine. And that is the format that we're going to move through. And I just wanted to let you know that the songs that we're using for catharsis are punk and alternative rock music that I've grown up listening to, and I hope you resonate with it. It might be a little different from how we usually do it, so if you're not able to resonate with the music, I would invite you to play songs that you relate to these emotions with, and move through that. But if you feel called to staying through any resistance that might show up, and just stay with the lyrics, stay with the beats, and allow your body to feel these emotions, then that's great, because then you can just flow with the guidance that I'll be giving through the songs. And since it was recorded on Zoom, it might be a little unclear, and I hope that it's audible and that you're able to move through it. And few other instructions: to keep water around you, and to allow yourself to move when you need to, even if you're not into dancing and movement, just sitting and allowing your body to move, or lying down and just allowing it to see if there's anything. If not, that's okay as well. Or you could also just sit and listen to these songs, because these songs are so powerful and beautiful. And I was just having a conversation with a friend before the session, and he was telling me that, art is created by an artist, but it's channeled from the divine, and they carry messages and emotional activations for us to deepen our human experience. So to really see if we're able to tap into that and receive the wisdom from that music, which is also within us, and to stay with that and let it unfold. Also, after this practice, I would appreciate it if you could take care of yourself and be very gentle, because it is possible that it could bring up a lot of emotions and memories. And if you have any self-care practices, to allow that. If you're feeling extremely tired and exhausted, to maybe rest and stay hydrated, reach out to people who can hold space for you, and do that so that you feel safe. And if this is something that is too intense for you right now, to come back to it when you are ready for it. And yeah, and it might be uncomfortable. A lot of us on the Zoom call had a breakdown. I myself, while I was creating this, and I've tried it on myself just to see, like, I myself had a breakdown. It was quite intense, and a lot of us had moments where we just cried it out, or when we felt intense rage. And while we were on the call, it was held. So just letting you know that you might need that support, and to create that safety for yourself, and to make sure that you have nobody disturbing you through your practice. That would be important, so you can stay with it the whole time. And yeah, and that's roughly it. If you have any questions, do reach out to me. And thank you for patiently listening to all the instructions. We're going to now move into the practice. I would invite you to either stand or sit down and just close your eyes. Take deep breaths, tune into your body as I read out the invocation. Taking a deep breath in, invoking the energy of Sri Chamundi Pada, who is a protector and giver of strength. And you can repeat after me and say it aloud. I bow to the protective and strong energy of Sri Chamundi Pada in myself. The yoginis are now with me, and I accept their energy, flowing through and energizing my physical body and divine perception. Just taking a few moments to receive and anchor into this. You are safe, you are held, you are ready. And now as we begin to move into the first song, this song is about, like I said, the card trust, where we really feel safe to see ourselves as the shadow and the light, and to open to both those aspects and see the beauty in it, and to dance and to love ourselves while we move through life. And just see if there's any movement coming. If you still want to stay still, that's fine. Just be present and allow whatever needs to happen to unfold. I'm gonna play this song. It's really beautiful.
I am open, I am free, and my life is breathing me as I surrender to the will of the divine. No more stories of the past, I am shedding skins at last, and I realize I'm already in heaven. The moment I stop running from the demons in my head, and instead I choose to love them. When saying yes to life, both shadow and light, my suffering is done and I come alive. I am born and I will die, by each breath a final sigh. It doesn't matter where I go, I can't cannot hide. But when I find my sense of peace, I can walk through hell with ease. I might fall 1,000 times, but I shall rise. And the moment I stop running from the demons in my head, and instead I choose to love them. When saying yes to life, both shadow and light, my suffering is done and I come alive. I want to feel it all. I wear my heart on my sleeve, saying, here I am, can you see me? Oh, I am beautiful and fucked up in the most glorious way. When standing in my truth, who cares what people say? 'Cause the moment we stop running from the demons in our heads, and instead we choose to love them. When saying yes to life, both shadow and light, oh, our suffering is done and we come alive. Oh, the moment we stop running from the demons in our heads, and instead we choose to love them. When saying yes to life, both shadow and light, oh, our suffering is done and we come alive. Oh, the moment we stop running from the demons in our heads, and instead we choose to love them. Oh, and saying yes to life, both shadow and light, our suffering is done and we come alive.
And like the words of the song said, to connect with our light and our shadow and trusting that they're a mix of both, and to be seen in our full selves without cutting ourselves in half and just being as we are. And as we anchor into ourselves and get led through the process, now we're going to move into the emotions that I can feel in the collective of just grief, of shock, of shutdown, of the freeze or the flight, like wanting to run away, and just feeling overwhelmed and not being able to express it. And sometimes, like in relationships as well, like when something happens, like we're finding it hard to express how we really feel, and there's that moment where we're not sure whether we're allowed to say something, and we feel stuck, we feel confused. There might be a time where awareness comes up. Okay, I'm feeling this thing, but this is that moment, where that awareness is slowly building because we feel stuck, we feel shut down, disconnected, we feel numb. So I'm going to be playing 2 songs for us to move through continuously, and then I will see you on the other side. Feel free to dim your lights and get yourself comfortable.
I open my eyes, I try to see, but I'm blinded by the white light. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight, and I can't stand the pain, and I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just want to scream. How could this happen to me? Everybody's screaming, I try to make a sound, but no one hears me.
I'm slipping off the edge, I'm hanging by a thread. I wanna start this over again. So I try to hold onto a time when nothing mattered, and I can't explain what happened, and I can't erase the things that I've done. No, I can't. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me?
For the rest of the song, I'm going to ask you to make really small movements, like allow yourself to feel like you're stuck. Like if you were feeling all these emotions, but you were stuck and you couldn't move, what would it feel like? You can only make small movements. Like imagine yourself trapped in a plastic bag, yeah. And I want you to listen to this song and just move as if you were stuck.
I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me?
And as we move into the next song, I would like you to stay in that same space of contraction, like tightness in the body and unable to move. This is a really popular song. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's funny, it meant all these things. I heard it when I was so young. I don't even know it meant this.
Tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes, every step that I take is another mistake to you. Just caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. I've become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me? Holding you tightly, afraid to lose control. Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you.
Now allow yourself to move. Let yourself be guided by your feet. Allow your feet to take you wherever you want. You can walk all around the room. You can move fast or slow, but be moving from your feet.
Become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. And I know I may end up failing too, but I know you were just like me, with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Tired of being what you want me to I've become so numb, I can't feel you. Take the
Whew. Okay. Slowly allowing ourselves to hold on to that emotion, let it still be present, let it be active, let it bring up memories and sensations and feelings in your body. Feeling of being controlled, of being trapped, of being small, pushed around, unable to speak, and captured. What does it feel like in your body? What are the sensations? Stay with it. And as you do that, you can take your journal and write down in it any words, any sensations, thoughts, feelings. You can also scribble, just like if you're feeling that energy and that emotion, like I'm feeling it in my shoulders, I'm just going to tune into this, keep my focus on my shoulders, and just continue to scribble. I feel like it gives me a lot of relief, but you're free to explore your ways, find your movement through it. And if you have any questions, you can write to me. And we will, once you're done, like if you could just raise your hand on the Zoom call so I know that you're done with the process and we can move further. If you're trying to write or scribble and you're not able to tune into your emotion, what you can do is stiffen your hand, like stiffen it and then scribble. It usually helps that emotion that's stuck to come out. I'm just going to demonstrate it again. If you want to see, just hold the pen or the color and hold and stiffen. Like this is my loose hand. I'm going to stiffen it and then just scribble. So then the emotional charge gets released. You can try that if you feel called to. Right now, we're tapping into the energy of stuckness, of the freeze response, of when we feel like running away from our situations, when we feel overwhelmed, helpless, we feel like we're not good enough, or we feel confused, we feel lonely, stuck. So we're tuning into those energies right now and letting it just come out from our body, through our hand, onto paper, in whatever form that you need at this moment. Those of you who are also scribbling like I am, you can use your non-dominant hand. So if you're a lefty, use your right hand. If you're right-handed, use your left hand. to also scribble and allow there to be catharsis. Stay with your breath. Allow your emotions to open. It is safe. You can also make a note of which parts of your body are you feeling this in. Is there any pain, any stiffness? You can just write that down. Just close your eyes, gently tune in to check in. Which part of your body are you feeling this in, and then continue. Okay, I'm going to give us another minute to finish this activity before we move on to the next songs. Just wrapping up, totally releasing. Have that intention in your mind. I'm ready to release all those feelings that I moved through. Don't need them anymore. And as I write down, or as I am in awareness of what I'm feeling, may the light take it all away. All right, now gently closing this and keeping our journals aside. We're going to come back to it and release some more. Just giving you guys a few more seconds. We all can also continue, those of you who would like to. I would like to slowly start moving. All right. So this is the energy of the suppression card. If you can see, so holding the weight of the shoulder, the weight of the world on our shoulders and crumbling underneath it. But now we're going to move into that energy where we actually see the world around us for what it really is. And it starts making us angry and frustrated. And in this section, we're going to allow our bodies to release all the anger, frustration, they're just like disruptive aggression, where we just like violence sometimes, and the rage that is considered negative and we can't ever show it, but to really allow that aspect of ourselves to come out. And of course, this doesn't mean that we are allowed to go out there in the world and be violent, but it's to really give space to these emotions within ourselves and to learn to be friends with them so that we can understand the benefits of having these emotions. They protect us and they help us find our truth. So really to tune into that frequency of anger. And with that, we're going to move into this song, which is about all that's wrong with society, and to see those things and to meet them and to see what it brings up. And even with the whole pandemic that we're going through, there's a lot of inequalities, and in India especially, there's a lot more going on with the cyclones. So if any of you are tuning into those energies and you're carrying it, you can feel those energies. And if you aren't, then just any causes that you believe in and any anger or to the world that you hold, you can tune into that while listening to this song. And I would urge you to stand up, those of you who are moving. The rest of you can continue to be in your space. You're more than welcome to just process this the way you like. While we move into this song, I want you to let go of all your muscles, relax your body completely, jump, scream, move it, like allow it to move through your body.
Society, when everywhere I look, I see young girls dying to be on TV. It won't stop till they've reached their dreams. Diet pills, surgery, Photoshop pictures in magazines, telling them how they should be. It doesn't make sense to me. Is everybody going crazy? Is anybody gonna save me? Can anybody tell me what's going on? Tell me what's going on. If you open your eyes, you'll see that something is wrong.
If you need to, you can shake your body vigorously if you feel like there's a release happening. Shake your head, shake your shoulders, shake your hands, your belly, your chest, your legs, your feet. Allow it to move through you. No holding back. Don't need this energy in our bodies.
It doesn't make sense to me. Is everybody going crazy? Is anybody gonna save me? Can anybody tell me what's going on? Tell me what's going on. If you open your eyes, you'll see that something is wrong. Is everybody going crazy? Is everybody going crazy? Tell me what's wrong with society. And everywhere I look, I see rich guys driving big SUVs while kids are starving in the streets. No one cares. No one likes to share. I guess life's unfair. Is everybody going crazy? Is anybody gonna save me? Can anybody tell me what's going on? Tell me what's going on. If you open your eyes, you'll see that something is wrong. Is everybody going crazy? Can anybody tell me what's going on? Tell me what's going on. If you open your eyes, you'll see that something is wrong.
Whew. Wow. A lot is moving through us. And it's really beautiful to see all of you moving with the rest of us. Okay, now this is like a really fast song. Okay, this is the last chance you've got to let it all go. And this is about, like when we're aware, like we are working on ourselves, we're doing this, but then we can see other people suffering and then we feel so upset and angry, like, can't you get it? There's a lot of that energy, just like wake up everyone kind of thing.
So we're gonna live like animals. We're gonna live like animals. It's madness. Kids are opening their eyes. And all the kids are starting up a fire. Dancing around the light. drink up blood like a parasite. For occupation, socialite. Just looking for another hit. Opinions, what you say is tragic. Get used to it. So write your name as you come in case we wanna kick you out. We're gonna make them build a wall. We're gonna live like animals. It's madness. You're something, don't ask for nothing. If you're nothing, don't ask for something. If you're something, don't ask for nothing. If you're nothing, don't ask for something. If you're something, don't ask for nothing. If you're nothing, don't ask for something. If you're something, don't ask for nothing. If you're nothing, don't ask for something. Just swim around the light.
Coming back while holding this intensity, this energy in our bodies, in our hearts. I'm gonna play another song. It's also intense, but it's one that's gonna let us connect with ourselves. So it's about how we feel disconnected, we feel angry, but when we look at the stars, we feel like someone else. This song, we're just gonna sit together after that intensity, just tuning into our bodies, allowing this song to help us feel both these energies, you know, like all the fear and all the anger, but at the same time, this light that we can find within us, like slowly opening and opening. And, you know, there's still like a lot, but it's slowly settling. Okay, so I want us to just be in stillness, observing this energy settling in our body. You know, like violent rage is important to be felt. But now we're going to tune it into a way that we can actually tap into it and feel safe. Because we're doing this digitally. So I want us to feel safe with our rage, trying to be friends with it and try to understand it so we can express it when we use the paper. Just notice any sensations, feelings.
Maybe I've been the problem, maybe I'm the one to blame. But even when I turn it off and blame myself, the outcome feels the same. I've been thinking maybe I've been partly cloudy, maybe I'm the chance of rain, and maybe I'm overcast, and maybe all my luck's washed down the drain. I've been thinking about everyone, you look so lonely. But when I look at the stars, when I look at the stars, when I look at the stars, it's just someone else. When I look at the stars, I feel like myself. Stars looking at a planet, watching entropy and pain, and maybe start to wonder how the chaos in our lives could pass as sane. I've been thinking about the meaning of resistance, of hope beyond my own, and suddenly the infinite and penitent begin to look like home. I've been thinking about everyone, you look so empty. But when I look at the stars, when I look at the stars, when I look at the stars, it's just someone else. When I look at the stars, I
are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. And with that, you can slowly open your eyes and move to your journal and allow from the space that you're in to tap into that anger that you moved through. What did it feel like? Yeah, we can continue with the activity. Yeah. So now, tuning into what just happened there, what did we tap into? What are we releasing? What are we aware of? Yes, we are light and things will be fine. Things are unfolding the way it should. But from this perspective and the safety and this protected space, looking back to all the frustration, anger, disbelief at how the world has been, all the things that are happening to us, any relationships where we're feeling that suppressed energy. Now I'm opening this to even just writing, allow words to flow if that's happening, or scribbles. What is it that you're feeling? What is alive for you? There's so much wisdom in our emotions. Even our so-called negative emotions can teach us so much about ourselves. Just tuning into it. What are the messages that are coming up? Where are your boundaries being pushed? Is there something that you need but you're not expressing? if there was any specific relationship that you chose to tune into, what are the frustrating and angry things about it? Where are the places where you feel stuck? What is it that you don't like about it? You feel free to write that in words or scribble it out. And if you're done scribbling with your left hand or right hand, then move to the other one. Just looking back at all that just happened the last 1 hour. What is it that you're letting go of? And as we slowly come back, keep our journals away, allowing for last few words and scribbles. Alright, and then slowly coming back to the call. Just giving a few more seconds till everyone's here. Alright. So now we're going to move into the last section where we're inviting light and healing into any parts of our bodies that we might need, and connecting with our spirit or our soul or our energy or our aura, however you want to relate to that, and just embodying it, allowing ourselves to be drenched in love. And you can receive the song while sitting, you can move to it if you want, and that's an amazing idea, Sachi. You can give yourself a hug while I play the song. It's one of my favorites.
The things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 Yeah. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. Oh, light. Yeah. Oh, light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Such a beautiful song reminding us that we are light and that our human form, all the disconnection. I was just saying that the song reminds us that how we look, where we come from, and where we've been, these things don't matter because we are light and it's our soul inside that is what means anything in this world. And to really remember that consciousness of the planet is rising, and we might have felt like misfits or misunderstood, but now we're going to be accepted. There is space for us. We're safe to show up as ourselves and to do what we're here for. And as we do that, learning to communicate with compassion is going to be one of our greatest gifts and our skills that will get us through, to allow our light to shine through into this world that may sometimes tear us down or feel harsh. And the next song is about sharing with others something that we have realized in a very gentle and beautiful way. So again, you can either listen to it, you can write something that comes up, or move based on how you feel. The song called Realize.
Take time to realize that your warmth is crashing down on you. Take time to realize that I am on your side. Didn't I tell you? But I can't spell it out for you. No, it's never gonna be that simple. No, I can't spell it out for you. If you just realize what I just realized, then we'd be perfect for each other and we'll never find another. Just realize what I just realized. We'd never have to wonder if we missed out on each other now. Take time to realize, oh, I'm on your side. Didn't I tell you? Take time to realize, oh, I'm on your side. Oh, but I can't spell it out for you. No, it's never gonna be that simple. No, I can't spell it out for you. If you just realize what I just realized, then we'd be perfect for each other and we'll never find another. Just realize what I just realized. We'd never have to wonder if we missed out on each other, but it's not the same. No, it's never the same if you don't feel it too. You meet me halfway. If you would meet me halfway, it can be the same for you.
This is to give us all the faith and to give ourselves faith and strength to believe that we have the ability to communicate what we feel, no matter how tough it is, with compassion, not cutting ourselves in half, but showing up fully as ourselves and meeting the other person and sharing with them how much we care about them and how we truly feel.
Realize what I just realized. We'd never have to wonder if we missed out on each other now. Missed out on each other now. Missed out on each other now. We missed out on each other now. Realize, realize.
And as we move into the next song, I'm going to invite us just to see if there's anything that we'd like to write in our journal before we move into sharing at 8:30. If there's anything that wants to come through in words, scribbles, if you want to continue moving, I'm going to be playing a song. So yeah, just see what comes up. We're going to be in music for 5 minutes and then we'll connect and share.
Avadhuta yugana yugana ha yogi 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 yugana yugana ha yogi Avina jaye, avina jaye, bitna kab ho, sab din anahata bhogi, avadhuta yugana yugana yogi 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 yugana yugana yogi sab thor jamaat हमारी जमात हमारी सब ठोर पार मिला बिना बिना हम सब माय हम सब माय सब है हम माय हम है बहुरिया खिलाया वाधूता युगाना युगान हाँ योगी
Yogi, yogi, yugana, yugana, yogi, yogi. हम ही सिद्ध समाधि हम है, समाधि हम है, हम मौनी हम बोले, बोले हाँ बोले। रूप स्वरूप रूप स्वरूप अरूप दिखा के हम ही में हम तो खेले अवधूता युगाना युगान हाँ योगी 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 युगान युगान योगी हाँ योगी। कहे कबीरा जी सुनो भाई साधो, सुनो भाई साधो, नाही न कोई इच्छा, इच्छा हाँ इच्छा। अपनी मढ़ी में, अपनी मढ़ी में आप में डोलूं डोलूं खेलूं सहज स्वेच्छा अवधूता युगान युगान हम योगी हाँ योगी 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 युगान युगान हम योगी हाँ योगी 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 युगान युगान हम योगी।
And this is a really beautiful chant. Like, I'm just going to play the song and you can breathe to it. It's about breathing, or you can sing along with it. Yeah, you can move if you want, but I would, since we're ending with this, it's like a time of just like sing with your heart and feeling all the happiness or the other emotions that we move through. Okay.
Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe it in, let it out. Breathe it in, let it go. Breathe
And as you stay with your body, just imagining a ball of golden light protecting you, energizing you, filling your body and spirit with love and light, allowing space for any difficult emotions that are still present in your body. They have space. They're here to teach you something about yourself, and it's okay. Trusting again that all these things that came up today came up for a reason, and as we go forward with our lives, that these things will come up to be resolved and we'll experience the transformation in some magical moments, and to just allow. I feel like the collective energy has a lot of stuckness and helplessness. And like Janita said, stuck is safe and stuck is allowed. But unstuck is also allowed. Movement is also allowed. Expression is also allowed. We're safe to show up and express and be who we really are. Fiery or silent, with compassion, in fatigue, we're allowed to express how we feel and talk about it. Just allowing selves to come back slowly, tuning into our breath as we move into closing. Thank you all for staying till the end as we go on to our daily life. Know that we're connected in another dimension, maybe, and that now, as we leave this call, to remember to take care of your body, hydrate, eat something. It's been a while, and yeah, have a shower if you need, and just relax and just sleep if you need to. Call a friend if something's coming up, and trust that any difficult conversations or uncomfortable conversations that need to happen can happen with ease. You will be protected. When your heart opens, it'll happen. And trust that this process is going to end in healing and beauty. And looking forward to see you guys next time. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and for all your appreciation and all your support. Energetically, I could feel your love coming my way. Like ever since the last 2 days, like I could feel you guys like waiting, and all the messages I received, like it was really, really touching. Martina, your message, and like, wow, all the support. Thank you so much. And I would love for you guys to write to me and share with me like feedback. What is it that we can do next time? Like any sort of insights would help, because like we're co-creating this and we're all rising and we're all leaders in our own way. And you lots of love. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.